So the Reserve Bank has been worried about inflation. It's been thinking that consumer spending, the demand side, is causing the inflation. So by increasing interest rates, they thought, hang on, this is how we'll fix inflation. And at the same time, they've been out there saying, now workers, don't you go...
Yeah, don't get a higher wage, you'll push up inflation.
If you get higher wages, you'll cause inflation. The Reserve Bank, even though they've released this data this week, hasn't come out and said, hey, CEOs, you're causing this inflation, stop lifting your prices so much more than your costs are going up. So the significance of this debate about is it profits that are driving it or is it wages, is that if it's profits, the solutions are quite different. So Matt, if it's profits, what can we do?
Well, rather than smashing households, you should probably introduce things like price caps, super profits taxes, basically competition policy. Try and break up big firms, make them more competitive so they can't put up their prices and increase their profits.
Hang on, don't economists tend to think that, firms making big profits are a sign of market failure?
Yep.
And if firms are making big profits, we should have better competition laws?
Yep, exactly right.
So it's hardly radical stuff.
No, it's textbook economics.
So why are we blaming the workers then?
Well, because way back in the past, there was
the
an
old
inflation back in the 70s that might have been pushed a bit by wages.
Right.
And so really, Philip Lowe and the Reserve Bank as a general is just stuck in the 70s. They haven't updated their understanding, and he's just absolutely convinced, regardless of what the data says, that it must be wages and that wage increases are coming and that we need to worry about wages, when in fact it's profits, and higher interest rates are not the solution.
Well, Matt, I think that some workers are, let's be honest, getting away with it at the moment.
Some workers?
I think some workers have really been exploiting this
Maybe
crisis.
we need to put a sign over these workers.
Who are the group of workers that have really been milking this crisis for all they can and getting wage rises that are way above even the rate of inflation?
Yeah, well, in the last fortnight, CEO pay up 15%. So inflation 7%, CEO pay more than twice that, 15%.
Oh, CEOs. So hang on, let me get this right, Matt. The group of workers who are responsible for the price setting that's causing the inflation, because they're literally in charge of picking the price for airfares, picking the price of the groceries we buy, that the CEOs who are ultimately responsible for the prices charged by companies have decided that maybe their wages should go up even faster.
But you don't understand, Richard. You don't understand. Companies are making huge profits at the moment. These CEOs are doing a great job. They need to be rewarded for these huge profits.
Pay rise.
They deserve the pay rise because they're pushing prices up because they're making big profits.
So the prices that they're not in charge of and the profits that aren't causing inflation justify the high wages they are getting.
Exactly right.
Oh, wow. We need a flow chart or something.
We do.